Good evening and welcome to day 14 of the IslandStats.com World Cup 2022 show. I'm your host, Earl Basden. Joining me is co-host Matthew Fullerton, better known as Fully. He's wearing his jersey. Of course, the Netherlands earlier today advanced, defeating the United States of America 3-1. Fully, it was a game that clearly the Netherlands go in as favorites, and they took care of the business. I mean, when you start they took the lead in the 10th minute, doubled that just before halftime, and then the United States pulled a goal back. They would have felt good about themselves, but then the 81st minute goal kind of ended it all for them. They would have played the last 9 minutes knowing that this would be their last hurrah at the 2022 FIFA World Cup.
Yep. And goodbye, soccer.
Hey, the soccer and the Socceroos went out today.
Yes, sir. So all things soccer have been removed from the 2020 World Cup. In all honesty, though, yes, Holland dominated the game. The USA, I told you last night, they will get chances and they have to take them.
Mm-hmm.
And Pulisic is one-on-one, saved. And after that, they really didn't create anything that was, I mean, there was one shot by Weah that was, a routine save.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't create anything. And every time Holland got the ball, they looked like they could go down the other end and cause some trouble. Depay, 1-0, that's the difference. Pulisic misses, Depay scores.
Mm-hmm.
Right before, what a horrible time to concede a second goal. You kind of knew from them, yeah, this is over.
Right.
They didn't pull it back. It was a bit of a fluke. I don't think that guy meant to hit that ball in the goal the way he did. But Holland went right back down the other end, just turned on the style. And Dumfries, who had a great game, goal and 2 assists.
Right.
It off. It was rather comfortable in the end, but that USA team in 4 years could be very good.
Yeah.
They are 2 or 3 players away. The goalkeeper was sensational today, and I don't club team. He was sensational. They need, I want to say, some center backs. That might be harsh on who they have.
Right.
And maybe one good anchor in that midfield, because everything else around them, these guys are talented. They are very good. But Frankie de Jong is the best. And I think he actually had an off game today, slowly, but he still dictates the play. He picks it up, he slows it down. Holland look very laxy-daisy when they don't have the ball, but they keep everything sort of outside.
Right, right. They allow you to play wide, yeah.
And if you cross the ball, then you got the big man in there who looks like he's actually playing football again. So that's good news. So we're in the and had to wait a little while to see who we play, but now we know.
Yeah, but let's just go back because I mean, like you said, Pulisic missed that chance. Holland go right down there and score. Now in the mind of the USA players, it's like, man, we've let ourselves down. And still a lot of time, but you can see the body language. The body language was like, man.
I was actually impressed with them, to be honest with you. They were fluttering forward.
Right.
It's just they would lose the ball, and then they didn't really flood back the other way too quick.
Right.
They kept
maybe they had the same thought you had. Every time Holland picked up the ball, it looked like they was going to score. So why race back?
I mean, they could have let us get a few more, but like I said, the goalkeeper played well. He really. So I think years they'll be all right when they're on home soil.
Sure. And then of course that, like you said, you had to wait a while, and wait a while he did because it was Argentina defeating Australia 2-1, with Argentina scoring all 3 goals. Might I add? Yeah. I mean, okay, so Messi does finally, gives after 35 minutes, he gives Argentina the lead. They doubled that in the second half, and then the own goal, gave Australia some hope, but clearly a game that was dominated by Argentina.
Yeah, they're looking better and better, which is kind of scary. But yeah, they were. I mean, Australia had them almost at arm's length for the first 35 minutes. They get a corner's cleared, half cleared, comes out. That guy is just too good. You can't give him an inch of space. Good and world class.
Right.
He is that good. He only needs like 1-0. The second goal, I'm sorry, the goalkeeper and I would have to square up. When it went in, we all said to each other, they're going to lose 2-1 now. Like, what a stupid goal to concede.
Right.
And you're trying to rip people in your own 6-yard box, and you haven't even seen the other attacker coming. Just get rid of it.
Yeah.
2-0, and you're thinking, all right, this is over. Credit to Australia. They went down there and they put some pressure on. A shot that turned miles wide ends up in the back of the net. And, you set up a bit of a grandstand finish, which they almost got something because Argentina were on the other end doing everything but scoring. And
right.
Saying, I'm getting real sick and tired of you like missing sitters. But they held on. Australia had a very late chance. Oh, and the great block by Martinez. That got danced through Argentina for Australia.
Right.
Just couldn't get the shot away.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I win and set up a very big quarterfinal clash on Friday.
Sure.
With the Netherlands.
Yeah. And one thing, I mean, for today, the monkey's off of Messi's back because he helped carry his team. Then the pressure comes up again now because this game here coming up, like you said, on Friday, is going to be a mountain for Argentina. And actually, it's going to be a mountain for the Netherlands as well because these two teams, they don't like to give away anything.
No. And they're both on the favorite side of who should win the World Cup. It'll be a disappointment for either team to go out at this stage. But unfortunately, that's how the draw is set up.
Yeah.
I'm channeling the 2010 World Cup where Holland were able to beat Argentina and hope it beats itself. But we'll have to see. I mean, Friday should be a great game.
Sure. But before Friday, we have 2 mouth-watering games tomorrow.
Yeah.
First one up at 11 o'clock.
The defending champs.
That's right. Taking on Poland.
I love the way you have them in their club jerseys.
Thought that would be nice.
Judging by this, Poland should spank France. Because I believe the last time these two teams played each other was 7-1 or something. So
yes, something like that. Yeah.
Hugo's international team is a little better than his club side.
Right. But it is an interesting matchup. I know France is not going to want to give up a title they worked hard to win 4 years ago. They're not going to want to give it up easily. Of course, Poland, they as a unit, they play well together. It's putting it all together to beat a team like France on a day when it's been a good home team.
Yeah. Poland, it basically comes down to how well the goalkeeper plays. I see, just like in the last group stage game, Lewandowski will be isolated.
Yeah.
If he conjure up something, we know he can score. France will be on the front foot for this game. It's just a matter of can they score and how many they can score and how quickly they can score those goals. Because, again, like we said about today's game last night, the longer it goes 0-0 or maybe 1-0, France are the favorites, right?
Right. Yes.
Pressure is on France because one slip up, one mistake, one moment of brilliance from Poland, You got a tie game, and then it's anyone's guess after that.
Right. And then, how much of a sleepless night do you think the English fans will have? Because they will face Senegal at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Bermuda time. And we know they haven't, they dominated their first game, scoring many goals. But then, since then, they've had what would you say, an average next 2 games?
Well, the English won't lose sleep because half of them be drinking and half of them think, oh, well, it's just Senegal. So I think the English players might have a little trouble because they'll know who they're playing against. That team is a pushover. They have a few guys that play in the Premier League, so the English players will be very knowledgeable of their opponent and what they. I think England need to come out, play this game in a very smart manner. Senegal, when they played the Netherlands, took away the middle of the park.
Right.
They made the Netherlands go wide. Now that doesn't affect England too much because they won't mind playing wide.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, will they be smart enough to do it?
Right.
Because England, we know, will still try and force the ball up the middle and run problems. Senegal can also go the other way. They can score a goal or two. If they score early and they score first, the pressure mounts.
Yes.
Or if England don't score, the pressure mounts. There with France, England will be the favorites for this. But this isn't going to be a cakewalk. And I know all the neutral fans would love to see the African nation advance.
Definitely.
I heard somebody say today, if we could get rid of soccer and the English in 24 hours, this is a great World Cup.
Well, we will find out tomorrow, that's for sure.
It'll be worth watching, definitely.
Yes. Well, Fully will be back tomorrow night, of course, at 8 o'clock. There's another edition of the World Cup, ISS World Cup show. But, tomorrow, another day of knockout football. France, Poland, 11 o'clock. England, Senegal, 3 o'clock. We'll be here at 8 o'clock to bring you those results and who's on tap for Monday. Have a good one, buddy.